Carly, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Today I thought I would pop on here for a fun story time about the one time that we hit someone with our car. You might be thinking, Carly, what the heck? And at the time, you know, that was the same thought that I had, but years have passed since this happened and I thought, why not share it with the world? So without further ado, let's jump into the video. This takes place in 2012, and so here's the tea. My sister's dad got us tickets for Macklemore. So I had this one friend I was originally supposed to go with, and she bailed, she couldn't go, and I was like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? But I worked at Hudson's Bay at the time, and I worked with this guy named, let's call him Dan. I worked with this guy named Dan, and so I was like, hey, like, what's up? What are you doing tonight? Do you want to come to Macklemore with me? So I asked Dan if he wanted to come, and he was like, yeah, sure. So Dan drove at the time, and I did not, because I think I was probably just turned 16, so I didn't have my license. So Dan picked me up from my house, whatever. Super nice to my family, just by the way, if he's ever watching this, they liked you. So Dan picks me up, whatever, we go to Macklemore. Dan lives close to me, or he did at the time, so I obviously was the last one to get dropped off before he went home. So we're driving on the way home, and we're driving down the street, and it's completely dead. Like, completely dead. And you can see like one car coming the other way off in the distance, and then a bus parked on the side of the road with its hazard lights on. And it's just chilling. We literally have seen this bus down the road for the whole time that we've been driving because it's so empty, because it's like a Wednesday night at like 12 a.m. The bus is parked on the side of the road with its hazard lights on. We are coming down the other lane, and we are just about to pass this bus when someone comes running out in front of the bus directly into our vehicle, rolls up the hood of our car, smashes into the windshield. The whole windshield collapses in on us. Not the whole windshield, but like literally a majority of the windshield. Like there's a person-sized body hole in the windshield. Glass goes everywhere. This person rolls off the hood of our car onto the road, like the opposite side road. Now keep in mind, it wasn't busy. He wasn't like getting run over or anything. It was not that crazy. And I'm sitting there in shock. Like, I'm just like, I don't know what to do. I am not good in these types of situations. So while I'm sitting there being like, what the actual f just happened in my mind, Dan turns to me and is like, call 911. So I'm like, okay, great. So I fly out of the vehicle, I'm like on the phone with 911, I'm just like, we hit someone with our car, blah blah blah. Like, I'm like 16 in hysterics. I'm on the phone with the paramedics before they showed up, and they're like, you have to ask this guy all these questions, and I was like, I really don't think I'm the person he wants to talk to, we just hit him with our car, but whatever. So I'm on the phone like talking to this guy, being like, hi, like what's your name, like what's your blood type, like when's your birth, like all this crazy stuff. I'm on the phone asking him all these like freaking personal questions. He's in like obviously so much pain. He just got hit by a car and thrown off the hood, and all of his friends are funneling out of this bus. And then I remember they were like, oh, like they hit him on purpose, they tried to do all this stuff, and we were like, one, we don't even know this kid, two, why would we hit him on purpose? Who does that? Paramedics show up, they're tending to him, doing their thing, police are talking to us, police are talking to other people on the scene, there's like 500 medical vehicles, and eventually another police car shows up and a woman gets out, and I find out at this time that the guy that we hit was a minor, so under 18, and obviously his mom had to get called because he was under 18. So his mom gets out of this vehicle and starts like charging towards me, and I'm like, holy shit, like what is about to happen here? And she's losing it at me. She's like, you hit my son, I'm gonna kill you, like, and I'm like, I'm standing there and I'm like, oh my god, like she's like coming for me, and I'm like, what do I do? Do I like run away? Like what's going on? A policewoman has to step in between me and her and like be like, whoa, you need to calm down because this lady's losing it. And I mean, it's understandable, like no one wants to get the phone call like, oh, your son just got hit by a car. But I was like, help? We continue throughout the night. There's police reports, there's people, there's all this stuff, and eventually they have it all cleared up. The guy goes to the hospital, etc, etc, etc. Well, we find out later that there's no things that are our fault. None of the accident was our fault because A, it wasn't a crosswalk, B, this person literally ran into the intersection without looking, and there is no C, that's A and B. And then we also find out that the police charged this guy with jaywalking, on top of getting hit by a car, and I was like, oh my god. I called my mom earlier in the disaster of a night and I was like, hey mom, like I've just been in a car accident, and she was losing it, and my boyfriend at the time, who was camping in the middle of freaking nowhere, was losing it, and I was just like, and to this day, that is the only ridiculous, crazy car accident I think I've ever been in. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today and listening to my crazy story about the time that we hit someone with our car. I know it's freaking nuts. It was nuts in the moment. It is still nuts to me this day. Be safe when you're driving. Don't text and drive. Always look out. I don't know why I said don't text and drive. We weren't texting. We weren't speeding. We weren't doing any of it. Always have your mirrors 100% positioned. Pay attention to the road. Be a good driver, and hope no one jumps into your vehicle. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys liked this video. Speaking of, give this video a thumbs up if you did like it. If you liked story times, let me know. Leave a comment down below telling me your craziest driving, walking, busing situation story. I'd love to hear them. Don't forget to subscribe. I post videos every single Tuesday, Thursday, and I can't wait to hang out with you. I will see you in the next one, okay? Bye, baby angels!
Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you our future. Our future. Our future. Our future.